What's up, Limeheads? Thanks for checking out another video here at the very popular and famous, well, I hope it's famous one day, Long Island Music and Entertainment. Tonight, I'm very lucky to be joined by, we got Annie Stoic, we got Mel Funk, and we got Foxy Roxy. Collectively, these lovely ladies are known as Jackknife Stiletto. Ladies, thanks for joining us here at Lime.
Thanks for having us.
No problem. Thanks for taking time out. I know life is very interesting at the current moment. So how's life going for the three of you? What have you been up to during these times?
So we're trying to figure out the whole virtual realm. We're constantly talking to each other, asking who figured out what new apps and what new audio interfaces, and trying to figure out how to do all this stuff by ourselves in our separate lands, but work together on it.
Okay. Anybody else? Annie, what have you been up to?
Kind of the same thing, trying to set up, you know, a little, writing corner, or streaming corner, and just trying to get set up for that and stay creative and busy and just kind of keep a schedule still. And, just try to just keep busy, really, is, I think, is the main thing for everyone to keep doing and keep a routine going.
Right. One day we'll, hopefully soon we'll all get past this and we'll all be out and joining you guys out on gigs eventually. That would be nice. Mm-hmm. All right. So let's jump up to you, Mel Funk. What's the funk all about?
The funk is funking along.
Okay.
So yeah, I've been I teach music lessons, so I've also been teaching through FaceTime and Zoom as well. And Roxy's still working from home.
Yep.
Ripping her hair out.
We got Foxy Roxy down here. Foxy Roxy, what's that nickname all about?
I don't know. It's a name I've had for a while, so.
All right. So you ladies have been on the scene for a few years, whether ranging from gigs out here on Long Island, the city, or out of state, and you're currently on Blackheart Records, which is kind of cool. So tell us the history about Jackknife Stiletto, how you guys came together, and what you ladies are all about.
Well, Mel and I met in college at Five Towns, and after a few lineup changes, all that fun stuff, we picked up Roxy on the side of the road down by the river and captured her in the minivan, and we've been touring and stuff ever since. And then since it's been this lineup, wherever everyone is in this thing, our first record out with the three of us was on Blackheart Records, so we are super excited about that. I had sent them the mixes, and they were like, this is going out on Blackheart. We're like, hell yeah. So it's been going amazing, and we have another one in the old box, I guess, done, ready to go. It's just this is probably not the best time to release a record, so we're just kind of working on content right now and just trying to see everyone and talk to anyone we can, and just keep promoting the name and our songs we have out now, and Spotify, all that fun stuff, YouTube, all that fun stuff.
Now currently you have Chronicles of Jane volumes 1 and 2 out. Tell us a little bit about each, both of those records. What's the history, the songs, the inspiration, what's going on with the those EPs?
I don't know who you're pointing to now, because I'm up here.
I don't know where we are.
We never
Anybody
do.
can take it.
Follow me.
Mel.
Okay, me.
Foxy Roxy, you've been quiet. How about you take this one?
What was the question?
Explain the
so
record.
when I listen, I see how it is. What's the inspiration? Tell us about Chronicles of Jane, volumes 1 and or 2. What's the history behind the albums, the inspiration? What are the songs about? Anything.
Taking cats.
Taking cats, taking names.
Right.
So I'll jump in with your rocks.
Stalkers.
I guess that's an inside joke, right?
Yep. So that one was actually a true line that was written in a note from a true stalker. A lot of those stories, especially in the song Dear Jane, a lot of them were true. Some of them were stories that happened to us. Some of them were stories that happened to some people we knew, some old bandmates. And we've had some interesting experiences. So we try to write about that. We try to write about things that are different from your typical just, love song or, the typical pop song you hear on the radio, and
Right.
kind of bring a creepy, dark element into it, but still have fun with it.
Okay.
And the artwork on the albums is actually done by a local comic artist from Toronto. Her name is Becca TR, and there's comic art that goes across volume 1 and 2, and will also be in the next album coming out soon, and it makes the whole story.
All right. Now, can we get a sneak peek? Is that going to be volume 3, or is that going to be a totally different name?
It's going to still be part of Chronicles of Jane, but it's not going to be a volume. It's just going to be Chronicles
Okay.
of Jane.
Cool. Cool. Now, we talked about that you played the road, quite a few times already. What's the best thing? I want to hear from each one of you. Best thing about being on the road?
Rocks.
Your
Eggs.
favorite
Waffle
part?
House.
What did you say?
Waffle House.
All right. Why the Waffle House? What do you like to order?
Eggs. Grits.
You like to keep things nice and simple.
Yep.
We eat a
Okay.
lot of eggs on the road because in the morning we're hungry. We don't really eat too much, like a big meal before shows. And then after, the only thing that's open is eggs. So it's like a constant cycle of
Eggs.
egg restaurants. My personal favorite's Cracker Barrel. I was
Okay.
just telling them before. I was like, I'd love to have a hash brown casserole right now.
I offered to go drive by her house and throw some grits through her window, but I told her they'd be pre-cooked and pre-buttered, so might be messy.
Right.
It could go through the screen. Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, your choice after shows is usually either fast food or eggs. So if you want to be a little healthier, we go with eggs.
Eggs.
All right. So all 3 of you are down for the eggs.
Have the eggs.
I
Now,
love eggs.
do we enjoy the same kind of eggs, or are we all different, or doesn't matter as long as it's eggs?
I'm a scrambled girl.
Scrambled.
Scrambled or sunny side up.
Okay. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
But I love being out on the road and meeting new people and playing new venues, seeing new cities. And honestly, half the fun is also the van rides to get there. I mean, we have fun just playing in the van and talking about the most random things or listening to weird podcasts and,
Nice.
I feel like I listen to the weirdest stuff.
definitely.
Yeah. What do you listen to?
I mean, I listen to Howard Stern, so weird things can always come up on that. It's either like really amazing interviews with such great musicians, actors, things like that, and then they have like the other stuff. So when that happens, especially like in the middle of the night driving and there's weird sounds and things coming out, it's kind of like, what's happening right now?
All right. What's your favorite city that you played in while on the road?
Albuquerque was cool.
Okay.
Rocks.
You ladies have played all the way out there.
We have.
Very cool. Now, how would a Long Island band, a New York City band, get a gig all the way out there? How did that happen?
Lots of emails and finding bands that are local there. We try to, it's not easy. It's a lot of legwork. Just trying to find, sometimes the venues are like, here's a night, go find bands. So you have to go and find bands in random cities and states and try to get them, and kind of cross promote. We'll help you guys when you come out to Long Island or New York, stuff like that. So there is that. We were in LA earlier this year at NAMM, so we were out there,
How's that experience? I heard that's wild.
Oh, I love it. NAMM is awesome.
It's like
so many people. There's so many people to network with and talk to, and the new gear to see, and
so much gear.
Lots of noise.
Lots of dinging around, and it's like, yeah, it's a lot to, there's a lot of, even if you take away all of the like cool artist performances, all that, it's just like just walking through the gear areas is just like, oh, I want that, I want all this stuff. It's just like a musician's like Toys R Us. Like, I mean, it's just everything's there and new, and you're like, I want all of this.
Nice. Now, was this past year, the first year you've gone, or you've gone previous years?
No, this was our 3rd year. So now, like, we kind of have a game plan mapped out. The first year we went, we thought it was just going to be like one building, one room, and you go in and we could walk around together and see everything. we spent 2 days just in what we call Guitar World, and we never made it into like Drumland until like I was like, I gotta split up with you guys. I'm never gonna get over there. And then it was like you're running from place to place, and we didn't see everything. There's no way.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Thanks.
Bless you.
We
I'm
didn't
not going
see
to edit that out. That's staying.
No, we love sneezes.
Mel loves
I'm trying to hold
sneezes.
mine in as we speak, actually. But so
It
how?
was super overwhelming. And then the second year we went back, last year, we mapped out a game plan of what vendors we wanted to go see, what seminars, and they have a NAM app, and we would just map out where we're going and just divide and conquer.
All right. So, all right. So you said you played out in Albuquerque. What's the best crowd that you
I
played?
like Memphis a lot.
Yeah, I was gonna say all the Tennessee shows have been really cool.
Yeah, we play in Tennessee a lot. It's always pretty fun there.
Knoxville.
I heard Tennessee is like a big music area. I mean, many people think, like you mentioned Tennessee and Nashville, like, oh, country, I don't like country. But I've heard totally opposite, how it's just like general music and just all aspects. So, it's I guess it's kind of cool out there if you're a music fan.
Yeah,
And
they
we
just
go
love
to
music.
Memphis and Knoxville too. So
Okay.
Hmm.
All right, let's go to TV. Now, Annie, I know you're a big Impractical Jokers fan, right? Who's your
Yes.
Are we all Impractical Joker fans? Because this will make this question easier. Foxy Roxy saying no.
No.
No, why not?
I don't watch it.
Oh, it's hilarious. Mel Funk, you're a fan?
Yeah.
All right, so this question, I'll come back to you, Foxy Roxy. Mel and Annie, who's your favorite Impractical Joker and why?
Mer,
Why Murr?
he's just like we've met him a few times, Annie and I, and he's so nice.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure they all
Actually, I was at that signing too. I saw you, Annie, at book review in
Oh
Huntington.
yeah, you were there. Yeah,
was
Mel.
there.
Yeah, Mel was there too. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I've been to numerous signings, whether it's sports, music, and I'm telling you, that appearance that he did was like one of my favorites. Just the way he presented himself, the way he spoke, the way he took questions, the meet and greet he did after. It was like one of the greatest meet and greets that I've ever been to. He did like such an amazing job.
Mhm.
So
I also
Annie,
feel he's like the underdog, where like they're always making fun of him, but then he goes out and kills it.
right?
So, yeah, Mer.
Annie, is he your favorite also?
I do like Murr. He's very nice, and he did a video for us once, giving us a shout out, which is amazing. As far as like on the show, I would say probably Joe Gatto, because he's got the most like balls that come at it, like things that come out of his mouth and things that he'll actually do when you like kind of see how everyone's going. But it's like everyone has their own thing. Like Sal, I think, is hilarious when he cries about things and he gets so erratic. And Q, I feel like we'd like hang out and talk about comics and stuff, and that'd be like, so everyone has their own, and they're from Staten Island, and it's just like my hometown, so I'm just like, yeah, guys. But Joe probably cracks me up the most, I would say.
He never fails. He never backs down from a challenge.
I know, yeah. I think they have done like the running tallies of like who's lost the most and who's won them, and like Joe's on the other end of like
I believe it.
has not had the amount of punishments that say Sal or Murr, I think, are at the bottom.
All right, Roxy, what's your favorite TV show since you don't watch Impractical Jokers?
I guess The Curse of Oak Island.
Okay. But I'm not familiar with that one. What channel is that on?
The History Channel.
Okay. All right. Are you a
It's
history?
on tonight. It's on at 9 o'clock.
All right, so we're gonna end this interview, in perfect timing, so you can watch it. Are you a history buff?
I mean, I guess, but it's not. I mean, I guess it's history related. It's basically these guys are digging for a real life treasure on an island in Canada, and they haven't found anything in 7 years.
Oh wow. They gotta start going then. All right. If you can meet any celebrity that you haven't yet, who would it be? Put you on the
Chelsea Handler.
spot. Nice. Why Chelsea Handler?
Oh, she's hilarious and just like does not care what anyone says about her and has no problem like
used to-
telling it
I
as
used to
is.
watch the show all the time. The Chelsea lately.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a good show.
Yeah. I think she's pretty. I like her.
I want
Mel?
to meet
Who?
Ellen DeGeneres.
Okay.
Me too.
Why Ellen? Because she gives away cool things?
What?
Is that you want to meet Ellen because she gives away cool things, or you just like her?
No, I just want to hang out with her. I just think she's funny and like humble, and
All right.
her books are really funny. That and Oprah.
Yeah.
I want to meet Oprah too.
All right. All right, Roxy, who do you want to meet? Some historian?
No, I mean, maybe Courtney Love. I think that would be fun.
Okay. All right. So that about wraps it up. I told you ladies that, I won't keep you long, but I definitely appreciate your time. I know things are, like we said at the beginning, a little crazy out there, and you have many other things to do. So thank you so much for taking time out here to spend with us here at Long Island Music and Entertainment. And once again, we got Mel Funk, we got Foxy Roxy, we got Annie Stoic, Jackknife Stiletto. Thank you very much.
Thanks
Thanks
for
so much.
having us, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel,
Yeah,
and
plug-
Spotify, all that fun stuff.
Plug away, plug away. Where could we
Yeah.
listen to the albums? Where could we find out information about you guys? Go ahead.
Jackknifestiletto.com.
On Facebook, right? Facebook, Instagram, everything I'm imagining. Awesome.
Slash
Hi, Apple Music, all that stuff. Twitter,
Cool.
we're everywhere.
everything / Jackknife Stiletto except Twitter, which is like J Knife Stiletto because there's too many characters.
All right. So